Hello. Before I begin today's topic, I'd like to share with you that you are a genius. You are special, you mean the world, and you are loved. Don't take today's topic as a joke, rather take it very seriously. Today's topic is you can think. Well, if you're anything like me and you grew up, you were told you need to think. You need to think before you speak. You need to think. You went to school and you were taught to read silently. That's a very critical tool. And when you get home, you have your parents telling you need to think. You do something bad, why didn't you think about your actions? So we were constantly told to think, but never taught how to think. And you grew up, you realize that you can think, and you're now scared. Or you just decide not to. You decide to let your mind be the energy that thinks for you. So, this is a big conundrum. I mean, we have an amazing tool, and our whole life we're told to think. But we're never told how to do it. I've heard, I don't drive a Bugatti myself, but I've heard to get a Bugatti, once you've bought it and purchased it, you actually have to go through a course to learn how to drive it. Well, I'll tell you what. The Wright brothers saw airplanes in their mind before people saw airplanes. To then say that a Bugatti was first conceptualized in the mind. Yet, we give a course on how to drive the car, but we don't have a course to teach us how to use the tool that made that product. Now, I'm a simple man. I like white collared shirts and white walls. So I'm just gonna be white or any other color. The brain is like your mouth. Simple. If I open my mouth, I say words. If I don't, and then I just be quiet, and that's my life. Now I fear that you already know how to think. If you're watching this video, you know. So if you do know how to think, then I challenge you to think. And if you didn't know what the brain is capable of, it's just like the mouth. You talk. Open your mouth and you're now saying words. The brain is the same thing. Now, the bigger problem is we want things. We're human beings. We're not in a dimension where I can snap my fingers and create something. Spoiler, your heart actually allows this to happen, except the best way to instantly manifest is by inciting, engaging your heart in a way that it creates an elevated emotion. So you can manifest instantaneously, only it is an elevated emotion, and it's a lot different from what you think. We'll get into that later. Now, most people don't think because we feel I am going to get in the way. And I'm going to tell you that if your life hasn't changed, if you feel like there's this unseen hand that's controlling you, well, you're right. But it's not an external entity or force energy. It is your paradigm, which is built of your emotions, thoughts, and actions. You control yourself unconsciously. When you wake up to the fact that you can consciously think, you then surrender yourself again to keep on being controlled unconsciously. Now, what to think or how to think, that's really up to you. My purpose is to lead you to your heart, and the mind is a great stepping stone. Simply just start having fun. You can start with prayer. You could do as I once did. I was a waiter for many months, maybe years, and as soon as I would get up and go to work, on my way to work, I would only repeat one thought. I love myself. Consciously. Literally. And how do I do that? Well, the same way I talk. So I would go, I remember I was serving, pasta and salsa and the chips, and, inside I was repeating one thing. So it doesn't matter what you think, I just challenge you to start thinking, because then you can get closer and start using your heart. I hope this video has been beneficial. I hope it has inspired you to love yourself a little bit and to love others and to step inside yourself, because you are an infinite being. But what is an infinite being if it doesn't use the instrument that is infinite? Share this with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends. Comment what topics you'd like me to cover. Comment what vibrations you like to think on. Tell me how familiar you are with your heart space. And ask me any questions. There's my email. If you want more information, feel free to email me. If you want to really take your life to another level and enter your life, I invite you to join my family. My family is filled with individuals that live from the heart and are masters in teaching the art of living from the heart. With that, I hope to see you on the side of light. Bye.